17 April Fool's Day jokes that fooled the world. 17. At the beginning. The origins of April Fool's Day is a little hazy, with several possible explanations cropping up. The Roman festival of Hilaria is thought to be the first to practice it, with reference also been given in the Canterbury Tales by Geoffrey Chaucer in 1392. One year, newspapers led people to believe they would be able to scratch and sniff important dates from the past, like smelling fish and chips from the first fish and chip shop that opened in 1928, or the smell of fireworks to celebrate the end of World War II in 1945. 16. TikTok. Over in the UK in 1980, the BBC reported that London would be keeping up with the times and converting the Big Ben to a digital display as opposed to the analog. They mentioned that the hands would be sold to the first 4 people to contact them. Thank goodness that was just a very clever April Fool's joke. 15. Sense of style. H&M hopped on board one year to reveal the Mark Zuckerberg collection, which was obviously brilliant because we all know that he's always wearing a pair of jeans and a grey t-shirt. 14. Fooled you once. This is still incredible to see. This little fairy supposedly discovered by Dan Baines. It was a bit before April the 1st in 2007 that he reported his findings, and he received thousands and thousands of visitors to his site and received hundreds of emails. On April the 1st, he admitted that it was a hoax, although there are still those that believe that he's covering up the fact that it is indeed real. 13. Lose weight the easy way. If only this was real. Fat Socks was said to literally suck the fat out of your body. The Daily Mail ran the feature using a lot of scientific terminology, which led people to believe that the socks would draw excess liquid, which you would then wash out the socks and literally wash the fat away. 12. See it to believe it. London, 1860. People received an invite saying they could come and watch the annual Washing of the White Lion ceremony on April the 1st. By midday, a huge crowd gathered at the gates to witness the spectacle, and only to be left disappointed when they found out that lions hadn't lived in the tower for hundreds of years, especially not white lions. 11. Out of our control. But maybe not. April 1st, 1981. Scientists released an exciting breakthrough, telling people about a weather machine they had created. This machine could control the weather within a radius of 3,100 miles. Brits were thrilled, as it meant long summer days with a bit of rain only at nighttime. They were crestfallen to learn it was all a joke. 10. Mystery solved. The Loch Ness Monster was first brought to the attention of the world in 1933, and it was with great excitement that on the 1st of April 1972, it was revealed that the dead body of Nessie had been discovered. Some zoologists had discovered the carcass the day before, and it was said to weigh 1.5 tons and was 15 feet long. Sadly, it ended up being a bull elephant seal that was planted there by John Shields. He had shaved the dead seal's whiskers off, padded the cheeks with stones, and kept it frozen. He was hoping to attract more visitors to their zoo, where the body was displayed for a couple of days. 9. Not a happy ending. Sometimes April Fool's jokes can go too far. Like when in 1982, Greece's state-controlled radio station issued a dire warning over the airwaves that the pollution was so bad in Athens that people had to evacuate immediately. Of course, people did. So when the station revealed it was a prank 3 hours later, the damage had been done. Someone sued the station for $820,000, while the network's director resigned, and the guy who thought of the idea was fired. 8. Play on words. Back in 1977, The Guardian released a story about a small country called Sans Serif. The small islands made the shape of a semicolon, and the 2 main islands held the names uppercase and lowercase. Many wrote to the paper requesting more information about this fictional island, designed especially for April Fools. 7. Take it with a pinch of salt. Perhaps you also use salt when cooking a unicorn. I'm not sure. April 1st, 2012. The British Library, via their medieval manuscripts blog, posted about a story they found in a medieval cookbook, giving instructions on how to cook a unicorn. The person who wrote the book, Geoffrey Fewell, worked in the Queen's kitchens from 1328 to 1369. 6. Got you! Over in Sweden in 1962, there was only one TV channel and it was in black and white. Viewers were told how they could change their sets to color. All they needed to do was cover the TV with some tights, which bend the lights in a certain way, making things appear in color. This fooled thousands of people who rushed around the house looking for tights. It was only in 1970 that they got color telly. 5. History in the making. 2005 was the year an article was released in Popular Photography called "Can These Photos Be Saved?" The article took iconic images and asked if they could be made to look better by removing wrinkles and making the subjects better looking, like the migrant mother image, for example. This horrified readers, as of course the images are a part of our history and teach us so much. It ended up, thank goodness, being an excellent April Fool's joke. 4. Big announcement. Not too long ago, in 2014, a student tricked her professor quite nicely. Stephen Barrows has a strict rule in his class that should a cell ring, the call has to be answered on speakerphone. Taylor Nefke received